Okay, I'm getting up. I'm doing it. I'm so hungry, but I'm just so comfy. Okay, I'm actually getting up now. I literally only ever have jam on toast and a cup of tea. I never really have anything else unless mum makes like eggs, and I have eggs, but not very fancy, but I only ever really have jam on toast. It's been about an hour now, so I usually like to have breakfast and then just sit with my parents or my mum for an hour or so and just have a little chat before she goes to work. But yeah, so this is a day that I don't actually have work, just to preface this. That's why I'm taking my time doing stuff. But yeah, so usually it's like 8:40 now, so usually I spend about an hour with my family before they go to work. But I always watch these type of videos and I always just like, their ideal routines, they're nice and they look good and they're fun, but like I don't think they're exactly realistic. Mine's ideal but more realistic. Like, I'm not making a 5-course meal for breakfast, okay? I'm having jam on toast, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to act like I have some luxurious morning routine, because I don't. It's definitely more planned out on days I have work. So let me know if you want to see that. If I have the time to chill and relax and enjoy my morning, then that's what I'm gonna do, you know what I'm saying? So I have this anxiety journal that I've been trying my best to do every day. So now what I usually like to do is it's called book notes. So essentially I'm reading, let me move my computer. At the moment, I'm reading this book, Atomic Habits by James Clear, and it is so good. I haven't really read self-help books before. I've like always wanted to get into them, but I thought I wouldn't really enjoy them. But this book, this book is absolutely incredible. But I usually just set an alarm for like 15-20 minutes, so it's still attainable to do. Because I do struggle a bit sometimes with tasks like this, because once I'm into it, it's fine, but then like I just don't want to do it because I'm like, I can't be bothered. But if I set a timer for like 15 minutes when I can't be bothered doing it, it does make a big difference. But it does really help if you're feeling really like you can't be bothered doing it. It does help quite a bit. Just to look up and be like, oh well, you know, it's only 15 minutes. And then usually I'll do it for longer, but it's just like, it's a mental game, really. At first, I try to do this every day, but to be honest, it just doesn't happen. So I just do it whenever I feel like it, because I want to be able to also just enjoy reading it. Like, it's not like a task that I set myself. I just want to enjoy and learn, so. So I ended up doing about 23 minutes, which is good. So I need to fold the page. I know it's bad, but I don't have a bookmark, so. Okay, so now I've done that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cleanse my face. I just use the Cetaphil, which I've been using. Actually, I bought it a couple days ago because I've just been using like this random other one. I can't even remember where I got it from. Like, it just feels really nice. But if I'm going for a run, I typically don't put on anything else on my face yet, because when I run, my sweat is really bad and it sweats like my moisturizer into my eyes. So usually I try and go for a run earlier in the morning so I don't have to worry too much about sunscreen and stuff. And now what I also like to do after that is I always have my Apple Watch in my bathroom, and I always forget to put it on charge. So I'm gonna also go chuck this on charge now as well. My bedside table is a bit of an atrocious mess, but you know, it's fine. I can just chuck it on. But it did die yesterday, so it's gonna take a minute to charge, I think. I'm going to go and get an outfit ready for a run. But I'm not gonna go for a run yet, but I like to get changed now-ish so I don't lose motivation, okay? Wear this top, underwear. I have these bottoms, which are a good option. But I like to have like a nice outfit on that I like to wear because it motivates me more. I used to just wear like a big t-shirt and shorts, which is fine too. But I have noticed that wearing a an outfit I feel really nice in gives me more motivation during my workouts, which is something small but it's easy to implement, which is good. And then what top do I wear? We'll just wipe this because it's got all this cat fur all over it, which I don't know how because it was just on the line, but anyway. But I love running in like tight tanks like this. These are my favorite type of running tops. This one was from Elite 11, so it was a bit more on the expensive side, I think, from memory. But I do wear it like multiple times a week. So if you're looking for more affordable like running tops, places like Kmart have some really good activewear. I've gotten changed where this is the fit. So now I'm just going to do my hair. I want to try and do braids, but we'll give it a go. If they don't work, then we're just gonna do a high pony. But I do like doing braids. That's like my favorite hairstyle to do, but sometimes they just don't work. Also, this may sound really silly, but something I do as well is if I'm running late on a day, I'll just do a hairstyle I know that'll work because braids are so hit or miss. I only do it now on days that I know I have the spare time, that if it doesn't work, I have time to redo it. And while I do my hair in the mornings, I always listen to a podcast. I don't know if you can see my screen, but I'm currently listening to Pretty Basic. This is like one of their episodes from like 2-3 years ago because I've listened to all their current ones, but I always listen to podcasts in the mornings when I'm doing stuff. I sometimes watch YouTube videos, but I usually just like to listen to something because then it's like I'm not getting distracted because I can just bring my phone with me. So I don't love it, but to be honest, I've already done it and I can't be bothered to do anything else. So we're just gonna leave it as it is. But hair's done, so my back is so sore though. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and edit some of my YouTube video that's supposed to go up, I think tomorrow, tonight if I get it done in time, but if not tomorrow. So I like to do that before I go for my run because then it's like at least some's already done if I don't feel like doing it after. Okay, so I've had to switch over to my phone for a bit because my GoPro needs to charge, but I just finished editing. Well, I think I've pretty much finished editing. I need to go through it again, but I'm pretty much done, which is exciting. It's like 10:40ish now, I think, so I'm going to chuck my shoes on and then we're going to go for a run. I usually just run around my neighborhood, but the other day I was swooped by a bird. And now I'm a little nervous, and now I just go drive to a random park. I'm just putting on my running shoes now. If you're wondering, I think they're Hoka Bondi 8s, something like that. Yep, Bondi 8s. And I've had them since June-ish, and they are really good. They are really good running shoes, which is obviously a very well-known thing, but like, if you're wondering, they are expensive, but sometimes you can get them like on like clear like outlet sales and stuff, which like can knock off like $50 to $100, but obviously do your own research because there's plenty of running shoe brands out there. This is just what I always recommended and what I use, but like I've definitely looked at like Brooks and stuff like that as well. So but yeah, let me know if you have any running shoe recommendations. Put them in the comments because I do need to get some new running shoes relatively soon. I have other Hokas somewhere and they're like blue ones. The ones I originally started with, like the first Hokas I ever bought, were like $100 cheaper than the ones I have now. And I used those for ages. Hold on. I'm sure they'll pop up. If not, I'll just insert a photo. Actually, I'll just insert a photo. That's just easier. I wore those for a good like 6 months or so, I'd say. Like, they were good. And I got that from like some random outlet sale somewhere. So I got the Gymshark bottoms, the Elite 11 top, and I just put my hair in braids. The place I usually run at, they're currently mowing the lawns. This happens to me so frequently where I'll try and go for a run, and the place I go to, they're mowing the lawns. But it's like, it happens like once or twice a week. So like, how frequently are they mowing these lawns? I'm trying to decide what run to do. I think I'm gonna do just a 5-kilometer run because there's people here, but I can't tell what they're doing because I don't want to get in the way if they're like trying to do something. Let's get this over with because I'm actually not in the mood. Most days I'm in the mood to go for a run. Today is just not one of those days, but it happens. We'll just push through anyway. Put on my podcast because my AirPods are still missing, so I still have to run with no noise, which is not ideal, but alright, we're warming up. I'm pretty sore from yesterday. I think I did like 7 kilometers yesterday. We've got this. Okay, I'm on my last kilometer now. I have a good pace going, but I'm so sweaty. I'm done the 5 kilometers, absolutely smashed it. I felt really good the whole run. My legs weren't too sore. It was a nice run, but it's done. Now I just need to do I'm doing cool down walk, then some stretches, and then it's time to head home. The bugs are annoying me today. They're not leaving me alone. It's like midday now, but I'm gonna film a couple more things because usually I wake up earlier, which means it would still be in the morning. Right now it is 12, but like usually I would have woken up like an hour or two earlier than I did this morning, which means it would still be morning, if that makes sense. Do you guys run, or you're beginning to run, or anything like that? It is so important to warm up and cool down. You can't just stop a run. Like, I just ran 5 kilometers. I can't just stop and then go home. That's not going to be okay. I'm going to get injured if I keep doing that. When I first started running, I used to never warm up and cool down, and I'd get so many bad knee pains and shin pains, and it was just like awful. Well, I'm going to do a video soon. It was like a week of my run, so I can show you guys like my normal schedule of like a week full of runs, because obviously I do show them in majority of my vlogs, but I feel like I'd want to go more into detail about some things that I do to ensure that like I can give my body proper rest and food and stuff like that. But we're gonna go home, so I'll see you when I get home from my run now. But I got some mail and it's some photos I ordered, so I wanted to have a quick look through them together because if you can't tell, I do hang up photos on my wall, so I wanted to print out a ton. But I got quite a lot. Just some pictures of the beach and stuff. Look at that photo. My dog. I didn't even realise I printed that. But those are so cute, so I can't wait to put those up. But anyway, so now that I'm home from my run, before I do anything else, I do like to go through my video one more time just to make sure that everything's good with it. So then I can start like exporting it now, because it takes ages to export. So the final edit's been completed, so now I'm just exporting it onto my computer, and then from there I can upload it to YouTube. So that's what I'm gonna do now, and then I'm gonna get it to the uploading screen, and then I'll go for a shower and stuff. You have to wait. It happens either way, but you know what, I'm just gonna shut up because I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so usually during this time I'll just like scroll on my phone or whatever. I'll just chill. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to kick you. Probably end the video here, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this is like probably not what you were expecting when you read ideal morning routine, but the reason I wanted to make this video specifically is because every time I see videos, and I love watching like people's ideal morning routines, like it's very motivating and stuff, and like when like I get up at 4:30 and I go to the gym and stuff, like that's attainable to some people. I'm not saying it's not attainable, but I think it's also important to see my ideal routine like this, where it's still like I'm still getting stuff done, but this is a day where I don't have work and I sleep in, and it's not like I'm using like thousands of dollars worth of like skincare products and stuff. I use more affordable things, so I just thought it would be more of a interesting and relatable sort of ideal morning routine. I'm gonna post another one
at some point of just like what I do when I have work, because obviously today it's like 1 p.m. like I don't have work today. That's why I was able to do so much in the morning. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in a couple days.